Oh yeah, in OBS. Like I closed that for YouTube, and then it never came back. I don't know how to bring it back. Dang it. Oh shit. Oh shit. I don't even plug in. Hold on. Any more IO. This is getting ridiculous. Okay. Okay. Oops, hold on. Not perfect. Nope, that's the wrong button. Okay, there we go. Hello, for real. Absolutely. Not only that, but like, I almost had to fucking come in from my phone because my internet was down. Where did we... Wait, what?
They could not hear me because my mic was off.
Oh, that's weird.
I had my mic muted, apparently, in OBS for reasons I do not understand.
Oh my god.
But hello, everyone. Apologies for even more scuff than I didn't realize because I was just talking about how scuffed things were. But yeah, today we have yet another deep dive into the hell that is Digimon lore.
Yeah.
Thank you, Trax, for pointing out how scuffed things were. Alright. So, where to begin?
Screams.
Alright, so, today's focus, as you may have gathered from the stream name, which I just realized I totally forgot to actually send out the link to, but you know what, at this point, I'm too tired to deal with that right now. Today, we are talking about everyone's favorite new little rookie Digimon, Gammamon. Because Gammamon has some crazy aspects to it that we need to talk about.
Yeah.
This little bugger. Now, before we get into it, potential spoilers for Ghost Game. Specifically Ghost Game's endgame and the parts of the plot that actually matters.
Yeah. Whenever the fuck this ends up, getting introduced in the show.
it gets introduced in the show. We all saw Ravel's Twitter thread about how much shit they didn't use with Imperial Dramon.
Oh, yeah. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. We would very much appreciate it if everything got used, but we're talking about Toei, so who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah. So, today, we're talking about Gammamon's, perfect and mega level evolutions. Because there's some shit here that just needs to be mentioned. Also,
Some would say it begs to be mentioned.
yeah. Alright, you know what? Fine, hold on. I am going to actually go sending out that link. Xana, talk to chat while I send links everywhere.
Hi, chat. Who is playing the new VB Lab app? I know you are. So just post your teams in the chat right now so I can roast them. Yo, what's up,
Roasting,
Trax?
he says, using the most basic of all teams.
No, it's basic and try hard.
That's fair. Technically, you need to have tried hard at least once for half of it.
I just thought it'd be really cool if I had like the big white knight and then like a dark knight. They look really cool together.
You're right, they look awesome together, but also in what way is Ragnar Lordmon a Dark Knight?
Just because he's got like that it's just the coloring of
If
his armor.
anything, if we were to go by Final Fantasy logic, since Ragnar Lordmon's the one with the sword and shield, and Imperial Dramon Paladin mode just has a giant sword, and Paladin mode would be the Dark Knight, and Ragnar Lordmon would be the Paladin.
True. He just reminds me of like Cecil from what is that? 4, 5?
Bold
I think
of you
5.
to assume I know anything about any of them other than 1 and 14.
I think it's 5. He's like armor that's that color. I like how he looks. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, they do look very cool together. That's 100% true.
And the one thing that I didn't notice on the VB because it's so small in there, but like after transferring him into
Oh my god, the sprites are so much bigger. It's amazing.
It's there's so much detail that like I didn't notice. Like with Ragnar Lordmon, you can see his like ghost hand, like it's holding on to Durandamon. Like it's like the way they like detailed it.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Like you can see his little like, fake ghost hand. It's really cool. I like it a lot. I love the sprites. They look great. I was not a fan of the app's initial. I wasn't too crazy with the app's initial look, as far as like aesthetics go. But after playing for a little bit, I do like it. It's definitely missing. Like it definitely doesn't have that grunge, like 90s VPET feel that or 2000s VPET feel that the original app had. But I do appreciate the new look. I like it. It's a little bit cleaner, a little bit more modern. It didn't completely get rid of the whole like kind of our war game look when you're in the battlefield, which I like a lot.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I looked into it. Mm-hmm. The our war game look is exclusively maintained for the Digimon.
Oh, interesting.
The individual properties get separate. The individual properties get separate backgrounds. The Hiroaka ones, they fight in like the walkway up to UA.
That's cool.
Yeah. So Digimon has officially been given an official aesthetic, and it's just our war game, but with green instead of pink. Is this better? That is up for debate.
I would say yes, just because I'm biased. Green's my favorite color.
Yeah, that's fair. Alright, just went live with the actual, like, projection from OBS so you can see the screen properly. And it looks like OBS also changed the size of chat for some reason.
Don't you just love when you open OBS? Because everything just doesn't... Like, everything's in the wrong spot.
Mm-hmm.
Did you update it recently?
No, that's the thing.
Oh, okay. That's weird, because every time I update it, that's what happens. I update it, and, like, fucking everything's, like, in the wrong spot.
Ooh, that's not the right button. I had to move chat up, like, an insanely solid amount so that when people add something to it, it doesn't get lost underneath. Let's see. Trax just refuses to update OBS.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Not a bad idea at all.
Just
Remember when I was trying to
It's just that fucking JoJo meme of, like, I refuse.
Absolutely. Because, like, I updated OBS, and every time I do it, I don't know why I do it, but it breaks, it always breaks Droid Cam. So then I'm like, oh, I want to show off my webcam, and then it breaks it. And then I have to, like, close it while mid-stream, like I had to do with the build stream, just to get it back up and running. It's really annoying.
Trax is like, I updated just before I tried to stream. Spoilers, I canceled the stream.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, that's usually what happens, like, every update. It's like, oh... And it only wants to update when you're ready to hit that go live button. Consistently. All the time.
You can literally leave it open all day and all night, and it only wants to update when you're about to stream. Oh man, it even messes things up for recordings?
Ooh.
Also, Trax, I know exactly what you mean about, not wanting to abandon it.
Hey, at least it's better than Streamlabs.
Yeah. Anything is better than Streamlabs, yeah.
Sucks, man. I remember trying to use it, and I remember every time I would try to stream to Streamlabs, the stream would just fucking blow up. Like, it would just not work. It would just break fundamentally in, like, multiple ways. And then I would switch back over to OBS, and then everything would work perfectly fine. Like, it's... And it would have this literally the same settings. Like, I don't know what it was. Yeah, they did. They completely, like...
They named themselves Streamlabs OBS, and then OBS was getting, like, complaints from people being like, why doesn't Streamlabs work? And they're like, we're not associated with them in any way. Okay. Now, just going through, I did the promo tweet. Now I just have to go through each individual Discord server that I'm in, it's user promos channel, and plug myself there.
There we go. Yeah, because OBS is like, I think, open source, and then like since it's open source, what they do is they like took the base of it and then changed some slight things, and then offered it themselves. And
Yep.
then, since they're not technically profiting off of it, they're allowed to do that given the license. But then
Actually,
they
no. Apparently, once something becomes open source, people can monetize it however the fuck they want.
Oh, I didn't know.
There is a photographer who donated her pictures to Library of Congress, so they became public domain. And then one of those like image buying sites started selling the image on their website, and then there was a legal case, and they were just like, yeah, no, you made them public domain. They can monetize them however they want. It depends on the specific license, I think, though.
Damn. Well, that sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Dreamlabs OBS sucks. I don't care how big I become. Fuck them. I'm never gonna. I will never.
This is the right.
Oh, sorry. I still can't believe we have the painstakingly fucking swap every single goddamn Digimon one by one.
Why do we have... I feel like we just need a bot that if you're on a list of people in a server, anytime you go live, it just auto-posts the link. We have too many Discord servers that we promote ourselves in.
Absolutely.
And I do not understand how Air can post the link to his new video in every single Discord server in the span of 10 seconds. How does he do it?
It's that Australian internet. I don't know.
Just... how? Speaking of Air, he may have just made one of the greatest and worst decisions ever of all time.
Which is...
He made a video of unpopular Digimon opinions.
Oh, yeah, I just got recommended that. I haven't checked it out yet.
Yeah. So, that's going to be fun, but also, I fear for Air's life.
I hope the backlash,
Well, no, because see, here's the thing. He made the most brilliant thumbnail you could for a video like that, but dear God, are people going to focus more on the thumbnail than what's in the video?
100%. I can see, like, I can't wait to see the fucking fallout. Like, people are gonna be like, I can't fucking believe it. And then again, I don't know, I have noticed, that...
I mean, disliking Tamers has become a bit more popular since certain events occurred.
Even before that, I saw, like, a lot of people, like, kind of, like, not really care too much, or not, I wouldn't say care, but like not really hyping up Tamers as much as like the original fans did. Like from what I've seen a lot, it's almost like backlash isn't the right word. It's like almost like a counter movement against like how much Tamers was put on a pedestal for as long as it was.
Yeah.
That like people are now like, yeah, Tamers is good, but it's not like the best thing ever that ever existed. And
yeah, no, that's cyber sleuth.
and then it just became like straight up hate and just a dislike for it, just because they just got tired of hearing about it.
And
which is
things that happened.
Oh yeah, that faded out. That was the weirdest shit.
Yeah, I mean, that's the interesting thing, though. Tamers was held in such high regard because of its story and characters, is the way we say it. But that's true for pretty much every Digimon anime that people like.
Yeah.
What really set Tamers apart was that it was dark and that it was VPET themed.
Yeah, and now we've gotten that, like, I don't know, like, fucking 20 times now afterwards. So
And
it's
like,
like...
I'm not saying the Tamers was bad. The only thing I'll ever say was bad is Kizuna. And I will die on this hill.
I am not going to be in the hill with you.
Xana is over on a separate, different hill, which does not require the same kind of beliefs.
Well, no, I'm dying on the frontier was good. Y'all are just mean hill. Then again, it's not really much of a hill to die on now because that's also becoming a lot more of a popular opinion. Is that like Tamers is actually like good.
I maintain my position that Frontier had the best world building in the franchise, but it sacrificed its characters to the gods of world building in order to do it.
Yeah. It just seems to be like, you know, like that triangle meme where it's like, you know, there's a triangle of 3 things, you have to pick 2.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like good character building, great lore building, and then like, I don't know,
plot.
Yeah. And then it's like
Ghost Game got good world building, it got good characters, it has no plot. Frontier has a plot, has world building, no characters.
And then 2020 has, again, world building, plot, no characters.
Mm-hmm. Which, you know what? It makes sense that I was actually able to just enjoy 2020 like popcorn fodder.
Yeah, because that's kind of what it ended up becoming, which is a shame because it had so many cool ideas and stuff to do, and like I really like the
MillenniumMon in an anime.
Yeah, like that alone, I was like, oh shit, and like it just, you know.
Did it do anything with it? No, but it happened.
I'm on that hill with Zan watching you dig your grave.
Listen. I'm not saying it was a bad movie in a vacuum, but everything about the movie was completely antithetical to the idea of Digimon. That's all I'm saying. Was it a good movie? Yes. Was I taken out of it the entire time because it was pushing a narrative of you can get too old for Digimon? Yes. You can't... Okay, fine. We'll focus on the theory. Which is nicer and better and doesn't tell you that you're too old to enjoy this franchise.
But it is scary as shit, let me tell you.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be great. Okay, so everyone knows that Gammamon's usual birth. See, I watch Gurren Lagann, so I will keep digging. Once I've dug through, it means that I've won.
Also, more importantly, spoiler warning again, because we are gonna spoil some shit, let me tell you.
We're going to spoil shit so hard that we're going to predict the virtual pet that comes after the end of the Vital Bracelet era. I am talking about when we get to freaking... I'll incorporate the Earth's core. I'll get a robo that shit. I'll turn the planet into my robot. But... Alright, so... This theory is going to spoil so much shit that it's going to spoil the mechanics of the virtual pet based on the Cyber Sleuth Digivice system, in which the Digimon capture program could be installed onto anything, up to and including not only cell phones, but also VR goggles, AR goggles, and hoodies. Seriously, have you ever noticed that? In Cyber Sleuth, Arata's Digivice is his hoodie.
It's his hoodie? I was gonna ask you, like, wait, what hoodie?
He pulls up
like,
his hood, and if you look closely, there's a screen on the edge of his hood, so you could pull it down over his eyes, and that's how he logs in.
Wow.
Most extra thing ever, entirely in character.
Absolutely. I was really confused when playing through Cyber Sleuth the first time, because I know, like, you know, the first game has some pretty bad, like, translation errors.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that they just, like, accidentally were calling his goggles his Digivice. I didn't know that they genuinely made a wearable Digivice, and that's what Arata uses. Or not Arata, that's what Takumi uses. Or
yeah.
Aiba, right?
Aiba, yeah. The way it works is Digivice is just whatever your preferred terminal to interact with Eden is.
Mm.
So you have to, like, be in an area where you can hook it up to a proper computer or one of those login terminals to actually log into Eden itself. Hey! Hello, Draggy. I think that I'm 90% certain that's Draggy. I'm sorry.
I think it is.
Oh! Okay, so don't worry, that is precisely what we're talking about today.
Oh my god, yeah, that's literally exactly what today's episode is about.
That is precisely what we are talking about today. But, to finish off, in the Cyber Sleuth canon, Digivice just means your preferred, Digivice just means your preferred device. Yo! Hazard is here too!
Oh,
Let's
shit.
go! The gang's all here! But, yeah, so, Cyber Sleuth's Digivice does not mean a, oh shit, that's an imposter and not really Draggy? Alright, time to vote him off.
It's like in Metal Gear 2. Stop, that is not Solid Snake.
But yeah, so, we got, so the Digivice in Cyber Sleuth is just your preferred internet-connected device. It's your digital device. It's your device to do the digital. And then...
And that could be with anything.
If Digimon Capture is then installed onto it, then it becomes a Digivice more in the sense that we understand.
A Digivice TM.
Yes. And then, so yeah, so like for Aiba, it's the goggles, which makes no sense because that would mean that every time, if you play as the female protagonist for Cyber Sleuth, every time you log in and out of Eden, she undoes her hair tie, puts them on as goggles, logs in, goes through it, logs out, and then immediately reties her hair using them as a hair tie. The only way I can see this working is if she has a hair tie underneath the goggles, and then she ties the goggles around the hair tie.
Hey, you know, it's all for the fashion.
Yeah.
It's a statement, you know?
Yeah. It's a shame that that is the most interesting aspect of her character design.
I like her character design.
It's good, it's just that, like, a friend of mine pointed out that it is the most generic it could be, and then she made a redesign of, like, how to make her character more visually interesting. And then I took that and I recolored it, and it became one of my model designs.
Oh, well. Yeah, because
So-
I like it, but she does look a lot like Nokia. So
Yeah.
I can see that.
They kind of have, they look like siblings. They very clearly look kind of like siblings.
Yeah.
And I mean, honestly, I'm not too annoyed by that because it's actually just foreshadowing for the fact that Nokia is the real protagonist of Cyber Sleuth.
True.
Yeah. I keep forgetting that's a thing.
Wait, Nokia is only related to Date? Wait, what?
Yeah, they're cousins. I forgot that they were cousins, but they are.
Wait, who's Date?
Police officer girl.
Oh, yeah! Because I think they literally say it, like, once. And she's like, yeah, my cousin's a police officer or some bullshit. And then you meet up with her, and then it's just like, oh.
Yeah.
So.
Right. Let's get back to the fucking actual topic. So.
Let's get ready to get our minds fucking blown here.
Gammamon. Anyone who is, Gammamon, as we all know at this point, usually has the perfect level form of Canoweismon. Canoweismon? I don't know how to pronounce things. Will this tell us how to pronounce things? No.
I think it's Vice.
Yeah. Alright, but...
He's German all of a sudden. Becomes an ultimate and he just thinks he thinks he's on it.
Germanification of the ultimate level. So... Here's the interesting thing that we need to talk about. It is said that when it draws out power that transcends its limits during battle, its whole body will glitter with a white light, and it will become so bright that it can even be detected from digital worlds of other dimensions.
Damn.
That can be interpreted in one of two ways, but we're going to go with the one I say second. The first way is multiverse shit. I do not want to unpack multiverse shit. I am going to continue to operate under the assumption that every single version of Digimon that exists is either just a story that was written up for it, or a simulation run by a host computer that was then turned into some kind of media. This is purely to maintain my own sanity. It won't save Xana's, but it will save mine.
Purely they're trying to maintain all of our sanity, really. I think I don't remember. I think we did do a video on that.
Mm-hmm.
And then that was kind of our conclusion. It's like, that's our conclusion. Just don't worry about it.
Yeah. The second way that can be interpreted is that if Canoweismon comes into existence in any given digital world, during combat, it can emit an energy that can bypass the walls of a given layer of the digital world and enter into other ones. You could see this bitch from Witchelney.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Wait. Are we supposed to be able to see your...
Do I have it not showing?
No, it's not showing.
Damn it. Hold on. There must always be scuff. Such is the natural order. Alright, so... You can see this bitch from Witchelney.
Oh, Canoweismon is literally Canopus Weiss. White star. Oh.
Yeah. Right, Gulus does break the dimensional barrier in his first appearance.
He does. And I was also going to mention that because, like, technically, like, the little bubble, I mean, the adventure mode digital worlds that we keep seeing in the show, like,
Mm-hmm.
Technically, I guess you could consider that, like, its own dimension. So that could be how they interpret it in the show, at least.
Mm-hmm. And on the subject of Gulus, it's time to talk about Gulus. Regulus, that is. Now, we do not have any kind of...
official image yet.
Yeah. But here's what we know about Regulusmon. An evil dragon Digimon that intends to rule through rage and fear. Despite being a perfect level, it boasts a power that is reminiscent of Megidramon of the Four Great Dragons.
Oh yeah, I forgot they literally just name-dropped Megidramon hardcore.
Who is considered to be the most evil, and so Regulusmon's arrival is nothing but a disaster. All of that, and we're only now getting to the fun part. Its body is the source of an infection known as GRB, Gulus Realm Burst, and it is said that the Digimon infected with GRB factor have their personalities altered and become frenzied. However, the infection has not been confirmed in Digimon that have the secretion Black Digitron, which is said to be the primary cause of Digimon turning black, mixed in with them. Its special moves are opening the shield on its left arm wide and biting the enemy with it, firing 3 penetrating lasers from its shield, and piercing the enemy with its bifurcated tail. In addition, for its greatest threat, Grand Trance, It shoots a dark hellfire spear from its mouth, swallowing not only matter but also light and erasing everything without leaving a trace.
I cannot wait for him to show up in the anime. You already know he's gonna wreck
so
shit.
Insane.
He's gonna wreck absolute shit. It's gonna be fucking amazing.
We're all gonna be like, Ghost Game, like we're gonna be like, no, Ghost Game never does anything with its plot. But it's all just building up, getting us ready for the idea of, hey, Ghost Game actually lets consequences happen. And Digimon, damage things in the real world and acknowledge that. And then Gulus is gonna level a fucking city.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It does bring up why isn't Megidramon on the Gammamon BAM. But, you know what we can answer that with? By taking a quick turn back to the light of Siriusmon. Siriusmon is an ultimate level light dragon Digimon that is affiliated with the Virus Busters. Now, here's the important thing about that. We recently got confirmation of an old concept via the Pendulum Z, specifically the Pendulum Z2, that the Virus Busters do not have a specific location associated with them on the Folder continent.
Yeah.
They instead are a group of Digimon specialized in the destruction of viruses. They're literally antivirus the team.
Norton. Team Norton.
Yeah. So the interesting thing about that is, in the context of what we know about Folder, that implies that they're essentially more or less, or, what's the word I'm looking for? They're like,
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit!
Holy fucking shit.
So, Virus Busters is interesting because of two reasons. The first is that, as we mentioned, they don't have a specific location they're bound to. They instead just kind of wander all over Folder. Which is interesting because it means they were likely all developed specifically as opposed to kind of being left to their own devices.
Yeah.
Which ties into the fact that the Virus Buster Pendulum is Pendulum 0.
Mm-hmm.
Which means that Virus Busters have a history of being modified Digimon. But let's continue. It's basically Superman. If it hears any kind of help or cry for help or ill intent, it's there. It has composite gun swords. We're gonna come back to that later. But even in battle, it's kind-hearted. And it basically shonen protagonist.
Shonen protagonist-mon.
Shonen protagonist-mon. But its abilities, firing light beams, from its firing light beam shots, extending the blade of its gun sword, the white flash from its break quasar, which it sends as a slash of starlight contained within its blade, flying as if chasing after the photon blaster it fired, causing the combined shots of light and slash to explode in range of the enemy, looking like a meteor from remote areas. And even if the Cilia gets destroyed, it has a trump card up its sleeve, Planet Knuckle, which packs its fists with life energy. Everyone says that this thing is a Blitzgreymon, but no, it's Wargreymon. It has clear parts where it's not mechanized, it can drop its weapons, it's a Wargreymon, not a Blitzgreymon. But here's the important thing. Look at the coloration of its energy components, and look at the color of the gun. Look at that gun! What colors are they?
That's the Gulus color, baby.
Then be Gulus colors there.
That be Gulus.
And you know what else be Gulus? Arcturus! A phantom Digimon that is said to have evolved by concentrating dark evil energy to its utmost limit. In a study about a certain Digimon, Regulusmon, that produces the secretion known as GRB factor, it was found that it theoretically evolved when a simulation was conducted in which large amounts of GRB factor were injected into the very Digimon that produces it to their limit. Although the simulation was repeated hundreds of times, all the simulation results confirmed that if it would evolve into this Digimon, all the simulation results confirmed that it would evolve into this Digimon, so it is stated in a paper that it is a Digimon that can manifest even in the real digital world so long as the conditions are met. It is unknown what sort of ecology it has, but since the level of dark energy measured in the simulation was by far the highest among Digimon that have currently been discovered, it is conjectured that when this Digimon manifests, it will generate... I'm gesturing to chat right now, because no one can see my hands. I'm just waiting for... Like, we've got him here. We gotta get it from the man himself.
Oh, yeah, duh. I forgot about that.
Yeah! But yeah, it will generate a digital hazard that drastically alters the environment of the digital world. Its predicted special moves are piercing the opponent with the drills on its arm and injecting them with GRB factor to corrode them, and coating the drills on both of its arms with large amounts of GRB factor and spinning them rapidly, allowing it to compress them to their utmost limits and shoot them.
Black confession. So cool.
Oh, but we're not even done yet.
Oh god.
Because we've got to talk about the greatest Digimon ever to be conceived, and literally is just Bandai being like, Hey Azu, you want a new favorite Digimon? Because here it is. Oh, Larry, it's even better, because if we go back to Regulus, and we go down to the notes section, Gulus Drum Burst, and the acronym GRB, is actually a reference to Gamma Ray Burst, which are flashes of gamma rays that are the most energetic and luminous electromagnetic events in the universe. It's a double pun!
It's like a quadruple entendre.
Yes! But now, we get to the best part. Proximamon. A phantom Digimon that is said to possess the immense power to govern over destruction and creation. Since it is a Digimon whose theoretical manifestation was predicted in a simulation within a high-speed computing device, it is unknown whether it exists in the actual digital world. It has the ability to generate the opposing forces of holy and evil energy, and is said to be capable of disassembling every constituent substance in the digital world with evil energy, and reconstructing the disassembled substances with holy energy to create new ones. Because it disassembles and recreates everything, such as the Digimon in its surroundings and the environment by merely existing, there is a risk that the digital world will be rewritten in the blink of an eye as a result of this Digimon manifesting. For this reason, in order to prevent the remote chance of it being abused, the simulation information on the evolution conditions for manifesting Proximamon is strictly kept secret. It perpetually invokes its extinction cloud, in which it disassembles everything into the smallest units with black particles, and its light of recreation, where it uses its huge battle axe imbued with holy light to recreate what was disassembled into a new existence.
Remember that joke we kept saying? I think this was like episode 1 or 2 of MONSPIRACY. We were like, haha, Hero's a very special boy. No, Hero is Hero is a very, very special boy, especially after seeing all these evolutions his Digimon could possibly get. It's ridiculous. Like, he gets like Susanomon levels of broken. I don't even think Susanomon can fucking delete the digital world the way that Proximamon can. Like,
all
it's fucking insane.
Susanomon can do is reboot.
Like, this literally can completely just destroy it and rebuild it from, like, the smallest particle. Like, what the fuck? And not only that, but the fact that, like, I don't know.
Also, hello, Analog.
Oh, Analog's here. Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. Like, this is so insane. Like, I've never seen, like, like they're going all the fuck out. Like I don't know if those two are gonna show up in the show. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. But like if they do, like holy crap, like that's some like insane stuff. And more importantly, who the fuck is running these simulations? What is going on here? Like what?
Because that's the fun part here. We're not here to talk about the potential power level that Proximamon has. No. We're here to, and we're not even here to talk about the fact that they're finally talking about actual Black Digitron.
Oh
we're
yeah, that's
talking about the fact that there are evolution simulations going on. Now, we've talked about before how evolution works. The way that evolution works is that Digimon will create... Hold on. My phone closed, mate. Oh shit, you know what? Totally forgot to switch to our usual background music. I was using the startup music the whole time.
Oh, oops.
Whoops. Scuff is scuff. Alright, so Susanamon. It is said to appear when network systems experience abnormalities, rendering the existing system unto nothingness and building a new one in its place. Proximamon is a Susanamon level Digimon.
Except more.
That's the fun part, though.
Hero's literally... I know we were talking...
Or is it just an artificially generated version?
There we go. You know, I genuinely... Like, I know we were talking about, like, when Trax was on here a couple weeks ago, we were talking about how, Geek Distill is pretty much that kid on the playground. It's like, no, I can do this. I can do this. Like, that. No, that's Hero. Like, that's 100% Hero.
That is literally Hero. All he do.
Like, no, like, Gammamon's technically two completely separate Digimon entirely. Like, Gammamon has what? 4 megas now?
What are you talking about? The only megas that, like, I mean, technically speaking, it's 3. Mario Kart is in the Mario movie.
Oh, shit. I forgot that's happening, like, right now, I think.
Oh, wow. But yeah, the important thing here is that Regulusmon, Siriusmon, and Regulusmon, Arcturusmon, and Proximamon all are theoretical existences. For a Digimon to be a theoretical existence means that data collected on evolution, at the very least in the modern era, is something that is handled separately from the system the Digimon are kept on. Or at the very least, when testing about the possibilities of evolution, a Digimon is removed from the digital world and raised in a specialized environment. We'll get to that part. We'll get to the hypothetical who would win later, but we need to just take a moment to think about this. Evolution, the reason that we don't have hyper-specific, individualized evolutions tailored to the tamer is because evolution conditions are being researched and proven to be a separate entity than the digital monster itself as of this point. Ever since we broke away from the hacker era and made it into the research era, evolutions have been controlled and defined based on parameters that were created in part by external systems. And Larry's already on the track with Espimon.
If only there was a Digimon that was tasked as a Spider Watch count. Oh my fucking god. Hero's dad's evil, bro. Like, there's no way. Either that or there's an evil so fucking massive that his dad is just like doing the shadiest shit imaginable to make sure that Gulus
Listen,
becomes like the
it's
good.
the Godzilla threshold. There is a point where things get so absolutely fucked that bringing in Godzilla to destroy everything is a net positive.
Because, like, okay, all right. One thing that I'm hooked up, like, I'm kind of stuck on. All of these evolutions, most of these, I think all the megas, I think all 4 or at least 3 of them, they call them specifically Phantom Digimon.
Okay, so here's the thing. Proximamon, Phantom. Arcturus, Phantom. Siriusmon, not a Phantom. Regulusmon, also not a Phantom. The only Phantoms are Arcturus and Proxima.
Okay, so these two, I feel like the term Phantom, in my opinion, Shin Gammamon, yo, could you imagine if we have a moment like that in the anime where, like, Arcturusmon, like, because they say, like, he opens his mouth and just, like, it just can blow everything up and around him. Like, imagine if it's literally like Shin Godzilla, where he does, like, the final blast and it's just, like, dead fucking quiet, but just the sound of destruction. That would be so fucking awesome.
So glorious, but continue, Zen.
So, the term Phantom Digimon, to me, I don't know if you're seeing this, but in my opinion, this seems like a canon word for what we've been calling Daydream Evolution. Or at least the closest thing to a canon version of Daydream Evolution, because these are Digimon that don't actually exist. However, they can exist through some external force or power that makes them materialize.
I'm gonna take it one step further. These Phantom Digimon are the result of humans trying to replicate
Daydream Evolution?
Daydream Evolution.
I can see that. I could definitely see that.
Because
like,
Proximamon is very clearly intended to be some kind of jogress between either Sirius and Arcturus, or maybe Regulus and what's his name? Hold on. Zametsu? But the important thing is that this thing is a jogress that in some way or another involves this, which is explicitly something that was a test Digimon. Someone was testing what happens when you take GulusGammamon, the one that literally is the source. Arcturusmon is taking Regulusmon, taking the GRB, and then forcing Regulusmon to chug that shit is how you get Arcturusmon. These two theoretical existences are being conducted on systems outside of the digital world network. Now, let me ask you this, Xana. Looking at Proximamon, a theoretical entity that is being kept separate from the digital world, so powerful, it can completely rewrite the digital world without even being consciously aware of it. And I must ask you this. What was our theory back in episode 1?
What was our theory? Heroes Dad's evil.
That ever since the Pendulum Z, we have heard nothing about the digital world.
Oh my fucking god! So he destroyed the digital world? Is that what you're saying? That's why we haven't heard from it in a while?
Well, I mean, just reach over, grab any given dim card, and just look at that thing. And think about it. These dim cards are preloaded evolution data that then gets overlaid into a Digimon load system that is essentially a blank egg. These devices are the first time in quite some time we have canonically had virtual pets not connected to the digital world. And when we get our upgraded version that is canonically stronger and more capable of handling these Digimon, we finally get revealed the Digimon that can create and destroy the digital world after an entire era where the only thing we heard about the digital world were records published by none other than Agumon Hakase?
Jeez. So that's why these are essentially what they are. I mean, these are approximations of, like, possibly destroyed versions of the digital world.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Ooh, version color fits into the show. Possibly.
Well, I mean, think about it. Complete destruction of the classic digital world, and the recreations are all in color.
Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, oh my god. Oh my god, and the really
LCD's dead, long live the color screen.
Oh my god. I didn't even think about that.
And, just like Larry said, the final Digimon that we got on the classic VB, the Digimon that made finalized the transition from the classic Vital Brace era to the BE era, Susanomon, the Digimon with the exact same power.
That's insane.
And yeah, analog Digimon has so much lore. It really is a science unto itself.
It really fucking is. It makes Kingdom Hearts lore look like small potatoes sometimes. It's ridiculous.
It makes Nasuburst lore look understandable sometimes.
Sometimes.
Listen, even if I start doing a MONSPIRACY but for Fate, I am going nowhere near the moon. That thing has powers far beyond my understanding. I am content to just think of it as a Lunamon with the god powers. And just not question things when they say they have to do with the moon. But anyway, yeah, so there we have it. Proximamon is the hypothetical existence that we were being trained for via our raid battles. On the assumption that it would, in some capacity, eventually break out, and we would need an army of tamers in order to try and defeat that thing.
Ooh. Oh yeah.
It does look a lot like Hadesmon from Atmon. And given that we did get an Atmon-esque perfect level design, I would say that, yeah, that would be a theoretical thing that could be the case. Okay, but see, here's the thing. We don't know if Gammamon and Lusamon are the same egg anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Because on the one hand, absolutely 100% would make sense for Proximamon to essentially be the reincarnation of Agudamon X. On the other hand, it would also make a lot of sense if it were just a pure, crack team experiment. Because here's the thing. Proximamon, as a parallel to Susanomon, is very interesting when you consider that a possible derivative of Susanomon, as we discussed in our last episode, is Omegamon. In that Omegamon is the power that utilizes the extant connection between Draggy, why are you right? Why are you right? Okay, starting over from the beginning. Susanomon saves the digital world from destruction by completely destroying it and recreating it. In doing so, properly creating the mega level, the 10 ancient Digimon are essentially written into the base existence. Some Digimon that were previously classified as perfect level are now moved up to the mega level. Susanomon separates likely into the two remaining ancients, Ancient Greymon and Ancient Garurumon. A bit into the future, Imperial Dramon is a Digimon that exists, possibly alongside Magnamon and Nullforce Vidramon. But key factor here, like, armors probably would have been around at this point, but the key factor here, is that Omegamon would appear. Omegamon being the power granted to the descendants of the Greymon and Garurumon species due to the extant link that created Susanomon, the infusion of the power to protect the existence of the digital world. Which is why Omegamon is a vaccine, whereas Susanomon is free. Then, Omegamon transfers its power to Imperial Dramon Fighter Mode, and it becomes Paladin Mode, and saves the world. The two prototype Digimon, Dorumon and Ryudomon. Ryudomon's line ends in Oriumon. Dorumon's line ends in Dorugorumon. However, Dorumon's line splits off and becomes a similar Holy Knight type Digimon to the others, producing Alphamon. Alphamon wields the Oryuken using Daydream Evolution in a similar manner to Paladin Mode's ability to take Omegamon's power.
Oh my god.
Then, flash forward through the entirety of the Hacker era, the initial research era, the Yggdrasil era, the Arc era, the new, the recent war. We get to the end, Lucemon achieves its goal of reconnecting the human and digital worlds on a management level. Ends up as the Digi-Egg. Jesmon has the Digi-Egg. Humans are involved again. Crack Team. Alright, see you, Trax. Crack Team. Or, at the very least, whoever is responsible for the Gammamon experiments is someone who is working directly with the Royal Knights. The egg is turned over to these people, knowing that they have the means necessary to examine its potential outside of the digital world, meaning that it would be safe to keep it outside of the digital world so that we could check on what it is. Because they know this thing's going to be powerful. It's all 7 demon lords wrapped up into one. They also incorporate data from Jessmon in hopes of making it a more personable entity. This produces this, in addition to being constructed in an age where we have more information on space than ever, produces the Gammamon evolution tree, which at first seems to be unique in that it can tap into evolutions that are, which at first seems to just be fine. It seems normal. It's coming around at the same time as the Pulsemon line, which on its own. Wait, Jessmon got announced to be on the BE? What's Jessmon on?
Wait, what? Also, I'll be right back.
Alright. But yeah, Draggy, what are you talking about? Where is Jessmon? Oh wait, it's on the Dragon one, isn't it? I forgot, it's on the Dragon BEM, isn't it? Ah, okay, yeah. Dragon Family one. Okay. But, going back to here, I'm just gonna click on this so that we can have it as the main thing. We get, it's just, I'll summarize this for Xana when he gets back, but in short, Jessmon gives part of its data in order to constitute the evolutions for the Gammamon tree. Everything seems to be going fine. The Pulsemon tree comes into existence as well at around this time. And when I say Pulsemon line, I am explicitly not saying Pulsemon tree, and there is a reason for that. Pulsemon line refers specifically to Pulse, Bulk, the Kung Fu perfect level that I can never remember the name of, and Kazuchi. The reason I say that is because they are the most recent dot sprites we have received since the beginning of the Vital Bracelet era. I think that Proximon came into existence. Yes, exactly! And so Proximamon's existence. Proximamons came into existence around, so we get Shinmonzamon. Proximamon comes into existence around the same time that Proximamon comes into existence. Around this time. And basically destroys and recreates everything in a wave of what is essentially modernization, because the Gammamon tree, in addition to the Gulus root, splits into R, G, and B. So, when we get... So, what ends up happening is we have a Digimon that has a connection to color. And then, through the experiments involving GulusGammamon and Regulusmon, we end up at Proximamon, who starts rewriting the digital world in a completely new format. And the system that contains evolution data is literally, yes, combine RG and D, you get, well, actually, that's very interesting, because I've worked with, like, the hex code style color system that RGB is known for. In order to get, if you combine all of them, you actually get bright white. But if you were to subtract all of them, if you set the value of RG and B to 0 respectively, you get black. If you set them to their maximum, you get white. So it's likely that what happened was, by experimenting, what likely happened here is that they ended up with Gammamon evolutions, which on their screens, outside of the standard monster raising system, were essentially colors that were filled in. If they weren't being displayed on an LCD screen, but were still shown in a dot sprite system. See, analog? Actually, you know what? I have an idea.
Wow, it's cold.
Hey! Perfect timing. Alright, let me just fill you in on what I've been saying to them. Cause...
Sorry.
This one, listen, it's about to get even worse. It's about to get so much worse.
I know, it better start fucking snowing. I hate when it's cold and it's not snowing.
Okay, yes, it needs to start snowing, but I'm talking about the theory. The theory is so much worse.
The what?
The theory has gotten so much worse while you were gone.
Oh god, what did I miss?
So, ancient era. So, fast forward through the hacker, research, ancient, and X eras. X era 1 and X era 2. And here's what we get to. We end up with an egg from the 7 Great Demon Lords. We've got people, possibly the crack team, now working alongside the Royal Knights as the people in charge of managing the digital world. And Jessmon, after giving some of its data to be integrated into the egg, hands the egg over to the humans as they can move it to a separate system where its potential can be judged and figured out in a way that does not put the digital world at risk. As, well, the egg being raised by Jessmon likely means that it won't end up becoming an evil Digimon. The sheer amount of power the egg possesses means that if it doesn't know how to use that and no limiters are put in place, it could fucking just end the world. And, this is where things are about to get interesting. Because around this time, it's the Pendulum Z era, and we're discovering new Digimon, right? And I would say that it's precisely around this time that we get to something really interesting that happens. Because this is where I'd say that we get to... I'm just, like, pulling something up at the same time, so my brain is, like, split. Okay. Okay. Alright, so. On the screen, I've brought up a colored sprite of Bodemon for, just finishing making this Bodemon sprite because we're gonna need it. So, we're in this time period. New Digimon are being discovered. The digital world is at peace. Everything's going great, right? You still there? I can't hear you.
Wait. Hello?
Hello. Okay.
Oh.
Was there an issue on your end or not?
I hope not.
Okay. Alright, so, like I was saying, digital world's fine, everything's going great. And two things I say happen at this point. The first is that two new Digimon lines are discovered or completed. First off, this is the time period where Shin Monzaimon is discovered. The second, very similarly, I'm going to say that this is the point where Pulsemon is discovered. However, at this point, Pulsemon is linear. Very similar to, like, Zubamon or Ludomon. It's a linear evolution path. And that path is Pulse, Bulk, the name of the martial arts, Perfect, and Kazuchi. It's also at this point that they end up with Gammamon, and when Gammamon evolves, something interesting happened. Now, if they were to simulate the Digimon capture program on their computers in a similar way to how we think of our, in a similar way to how, like, the Saturn works, for example. Hey! Hello, Patty! Welcome to the stream. Welcome to MONSPIRACY. We are using Bodemon as a demonstration of Gammamon's terrifying capabilities. But so Gammamon, so when we have that, they likely have a condensing program that's used to basically take Digimon, go like full 3D model to sprite to colored dot sprite to black and white dot sprite, right? An error occurs with Gammamon where when it evolves to the champion level, there are 3 ones it typically takes. And what happens is that the first one, when fully condensed, shows up like this. And then the second one, when it's fully condensed, shows up like this. And then when the third one is fully condensed, down to 16 by 16 black and white sprite form, it shows up like this. And so, we have a Digimon that essentially is breaking the system of a black and white screen. So, they're like, okay, what do we need to do to get this Digimon to stay as a standard black and white dot sprite? So what they do is they go into its data and they remove the color information. Now, whether or not this is in some way done using Black Digitron I'm not sure about. But because they were saying, but the important thing is that they make a version of Gammamon's champion that has no color. The version of Gammamon's champion, created by the collaboration between the Royal Knights and the Digilab, our Digilab, not like the Digilab in video games, is Gulus. It's GulusGammamon.
Oh shit.
And here's the fun part. GRB factor does not seem to have an effect on Digimon that have been infused with Black Digitron. However, if they're infected by GRB, their personalities are altered and they become frenzied. Black Digitron has been known to cause Omegamon Alter S to lose its sense of self, leaving it in a berserk state. And Omegamon Swart hold on. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that what happened is they used Black Digitron. Black Digitron in the past, when used on other artificial Digimon designs, has resulted in berserker-like behavior, specifically when used on Digimon that were the evolved forms of very early prototype Digimon, which were known for being difficult to raise. This is a mixture of Black Digitron and the resident evil/dark data within the egg from the Demon Lords. Exactly. And so, it's through the attempt to create the Gammamon that could be stored on an LCD virtual pet that ends up causing the emergence of GulusGammamon, and them being interested in what that could become. They noticed that in addition to extant Digimon, all three of Gammamon's normal champion levels could evolve to the perfect of Ken of Icemon, which seems to recombines their color data back into white. Whereas, if they go and try and cause the same evolution in Gulus, the lack of color data is what produces Regulusmon. And Regulusmon starts secreting the GRB. And so that starts forming almost like this virus, and so as they continue, they're like, okay, what if we take it and inject it back into Regulusmon? And that's how we get Arcturusmon, which is the parallel to Siriusmon, which is maintaining the color, like the full color. And so they're like, okay, so we have a line that keeps color, and they have a line that removes color. And so at this point, they're just thinking like, oh, it's going to be another case of like Wargreymon, Black Wargreymon kind of scenario. And then they combine. And when they combine, Proximamon annihilates and reconstructs the digital world's core data in such a way that nothing is without color anymore. The only data they have without color anymore is the version 1 and Pulsemon. And even even those have color versions now. But the sheer amount of turmoil in the digital world leads to the humans essentially ejecting all of the evolution data that they can, now being corrupted and turned colored. And they end up in a situation with a Digimon that is so completely and utterly capable of rewriting the digital world that if it ever got out onto the network, there is no way that anything they had, not even the Royal Knights, would be able to handle it. So what do? They take that corrupted evolution data, with Pulsemon at the forefront, and they create a new terminal system that can incorporate stored capture data as opposed to collecting capture data from the digital world itself before release. And they create a new kind of Digivice terminal that creates something as close to a soul bond as they can get. And they start training tamers around the world through the release of mass battles against incredibly powered up Digimon, which have to be collaborated, in which they have to collaborate in order to defeat them. Because if Proximamon got onto the internet, it would likely destroy civilization as we know it.
Could you imagine if right before the final, shutdown, they, make Proximamon the last raid boss?
That would be so good. But to finish things off even more so, we have, with the shift to the BE, what they've developed is a form of Digivice that can contain Proximamon in the same capacity the previous pets could contain a Royal Knight. Not necessarily a safe thing to have on you at any given point in time, but they've established a way to soul bond it. And since they've found a way to soul bond it, they don't have to worry, because the soul-bound Digimon essentially have that kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? You know how, if you're in, a massive adrenaline rush, people can sometimes lift cars, but they can't do it normally because it would have a backfire on their actual body?
Yeah.
What if soul bond to a Digimon prevents the Digimon from actually, subconsciously prevents the Digimon from performing any task that could end up harming its tamer, unless the situation was incredibly dire? That means that a raised Proximamon could, on any device that it's connected to, theoretically rework things to do things like get rid of a glitch, restart something without actually restarting it, etc., etc. But you wouldn't have to worry about it nuking your device, because it's limited in its capacity until the circumstances are dire enough where it would need to in order to keep people safe. So the VB Arenas one is fine, and it's only fine because we're at the BE at this point.
Yeah, so, crisis averted, I guess? Or, now they're training us to fight each other. That's...
Crisis is averted, and we're back into normal Digimon territory. However, the damage caused by Proximamon to the digital world structure, the way it's been altered, is irreversible.
Damn.
And so now, going back to our standard virtual pet type, it's in color. And the only dot sprites that we have left right now, well, those would be the version 1 as the version 1 as they were researching Shin Monzamon's emergence, and the Pulsemon line, as in the original version before Pulsemon became the primary Digimon the vital system was based off of, because of its status as a Digimon based on exercise data. Pulsemon was based on heartbeat data, and its evolutions incorporated and its normal evolution line incorporated exercise types, specifically weight training, martial arts, and then sword training, specifically, like just like any normal line would, like incorporating marine biology data. But because of its unique status as a Digimon that was based on human heart wave data, they used it as the basis to develop the vital system. Because they needed a way to have it work where it could not be interfered with by Proximamon, and needed to establish a soul bond as quickly and stably as possible. And so now, we're in a state where the digital world is in a completely different format. Everything is in color. There's a new standard for the size of sprites. I have a Pomumon now! There's a new standard for size of sprites. All the sprites are in color. The only ones that aren't in color are the ones that were being worked on prior to Proximamon blowing everything up. And we've ended up in a scenario where the digital world actually has access to more information than ever before. Because that's why we have Kamen Rider, that's why we have Ultraman, and that's why we have anime now.
Oh my god.
And you want to know the best part about all of this? I would have to say that the best part about all of this is probably how the current formatting of the sprites lines up fairly well with images that I've seen of a certain video game, which also happened to be a version of the digital monster system which was done in color. Version S.
Oh, god damn it.
And yeah, exactly, Draggy. We can they could establish a link to Atmon with this too. Literally. It's like, it all comes together. So, on a scale of Earth to Pluto, where would you rate your brain?
Pretty fucking far. I don't know. I can't remember the exact. I can't remember the placement of each planet for the sign. But it's not as far as Pluto, but it's pretty fucking out there.
How the hell have we only been talking for like an hour and a half?
It feels like this has been 2 hours and a half. My brain, that's our metric.
Okay, we've made it to 2 hours. Okay.
My brain feels like this has been like a damn near 3-hour stream. That's,
I know,
that's
right?
the amount of exertion that's happening right now.
Why are you guys headed towards the sun instead of away from it? Patty and Draggy are out here saying they're around Mercury, and I'm just like, why are you headed towards the sun instead of away from it? Also, fun space fact, because I learned this because we're talking about Gammamon, which means we can talk about space. You want to know the real reason Pluto isn't considered a planet?
No, actually.
So, this is just theoretical. I heard this from a YouTube video. But, like, the guy who does it is, like, it's like a science YouTube channel, and it's legit, so. Pluto's actually bigger than Mercury.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. But, you know what
count?
else is bigger than Mercury?
What?
Pluto's moon, Charon.
Oh.
In fact, Pluto and Charon are close enough in terms of mass that rather than Charon orbiting Pluto, they actually orbit each other around a shared center of gravity.
Whoa.
And so, this scientist guy was saying that basically, the reason Pluto isn't considered a planet is because that would mean that they would have to reevaluate what being a planet actually means. Because if Charon, which is a moon, gets reconstituted as a planet, then that would mean that anything that is around the same size of Pluto and Charon should be considered a planet. But then you have to go and consider that would include things like the moons of Jupiter and Saturn and Uranus, and then you have to consider that a lot of those moons are even bigger than Mercury. And so it basically comes down to, planet is just a social construct, and the only difference that really matters is whether it's made out of gas or actually material.
So it's all been bullshit this whole time?
Always has been.
Bring back Pluto. This is fucking horseshit. I always thought it was that bullshit where it's like, oh, it's a small planet, it's a dwarf planet, so we don't call it a planet. You tell me it's fucking bigger. Its moon is bigger than like most other planets. Like, get out of here. What the fuck?
Mm-hmm. Its moon is bigger than Mercury.
Fucking bullshit. Okay. I cannot believe that.
You hate to see it.
You hate to see it. They just didn't want Pluto to be a planet. That's all I'm hearing.
Yeah.
They just
pretty
wanted to
much.
keep him down.
Pretty much.
Messed up.
But yeah, so on the one hand, we now have the explanation of what the big bad that we were fearing since episode 1 is. It was Proximamon all along.
Well, you know, remember, didn't Witchmon like go like, oh, aren't you like the Dark Lord or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, that's probably why. Like, this is the, like, we're only seeing, like, you know, he's at his most basic form as Gammamon, and then when he just has a little bit of, like, those memories of, like, who he truly is, it's GulusGammamon. But, like, his true form is this horrifying monster that can just destroy everything in its sight. And it's probably incapable of being held back.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, we figured out how to hold it back. That's why we have it now.
Oh yeah, true.
In fact, the true reason behind the hack, all the delays, and the current bare bones form of the app has entirely been because they were behind schedule getting Proximamon down to standard, like getting a system that can handle Proximamon and keep it in check.
They're just trying to fucking lower his file size down.
Mm-hmm.
Man. That is what we like to call some shit.
Yeah.
Some sanity. So, okay. Now that we know this, we know the original app is sadly shutting down. Do you think it is at all possible that we might get some kind of raid in the new app, or do you think the new app is just going to be entirely PvP?
I don't know. I feel like with the new system, raids would be a lot more interesting and fun.
Absolutely.
Because it's not so much that people only got bored of raids for the same reason they got bored of PvP. It's because the combat system was too classic.
Yeah, it's way too bare bones.
It's too bare bones, and it was too bare bones. It wasn't fun enough. The new combat system could absolutely carry raids, especially if we keep using 2 Digimon per person, and we have the option to switch back and forth, and especially because people will be able to match up what Digimon they're fighting against versus the Digimon that they keep with them. In fact, the main complaint that we've gotten so far about the current battle system isn't so much that they already confirmed no raids for now? Damn it. I wouldn't be surprised if they came back in the future, though. Something they'll probably figure out first is giving us something more akin to the classic system of being able to scroll around for matches instead of just straight up random, so that you can like make it at least be aware of what Digimon your opponent might be using. Although honestly, I do kind of like that. I kind of like that we don't know who we're going up against. I feel like if we need to fight a specific thing, make a room.
I like it too. It's a pretty fun.
Like, if you really, really need something that you can just beat the shit out of, download BlueStacks, use the test characters, and set up a room to repeatedly beat the shit out of Pulsemon.
Oh my god, you're evil genius. That's fucking genius.
I'm slipping back into my like Digimon Unlimited version of myself, where I had like 3 phones. One of them was just an old phone I ran the app on solely so that I could use it as a punching bag. But I also got that Digimon to Mega eventually, so everyone got to have fun on that. I had too many instances of Digimon Unlimited, Jesus Christ.
Absolutely. So, speaking of the VB Lab app, I feel like it would be pretty fun, since we do have about 6 people in the chat that I'm pretty sure have the app. I think it would be pretty cool if we loaded up some games here for our last little bit on stream.
Ooh, yeah! Alright. It's not like I already have the app open and ready or anything.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, wrong button. Hold on. Alright, my phone, I left my phone alone for too long, so it closed.
Let me open mine while we're also waiting.
Also, by the way, your camera's off.
Oh.
Oh wait, Patty, before you do, just remember, you probably won't be able to... You won't be... Like, before the BNID thing, if you transfer a Digimon to a new copy of the app, you won't be able to send it to your main one. And you won't... And if you change the account, it's going to overwrite the Digimon you have. So don't put any Digimon you want to keep in a second copy of the app. Just use the test characters as punching bags.
Oh, you're right.
I always click codex instead of assign because I get confused. Also, something I hope they bring back is the like the themes and shit.
The themes?
Yeah, like the dim themes. Like
Oh yeah. Oh god. Yeah. Okay. That's definitely like I plan on making a video lamenting like the lost features that are gonna come out after they shut down the old app, because like we're gonna lose themes, we're gonna lose any item. I don't know about any item because there's still no items yet. But like right now it looks like I'm pretty sure I don't know if like we're gonna have like the same items that we did in the old one. Like I don't know if we're gonna have mood up, mood up, or like anything with like your vital value. and stuff like that. I don't know if we're gonna have that. We're definitely losing special missions. I don't think there's gonna be any special missions with the bee. Then again, like I don't know. I haven't tried
So the
poking around enough.
key thing is that the BE. What was that one? The key thing is that the BE changes our understanding of how trophies are gained. Their training system is in PP. And so, like, for example, if I go to the Codex, and then I go over to... I'll just use Titan of Dusk because it's the top one. And I click on Triceratops, right? It says it needs 20 PP or more. So that would imply that it could be that the reason that we don't have special missions anymore is because it's going to be easier to get PP than it was for trophies.
Oh yeah. Well, you're allowed to instead of having a limit on how many times you can do the trainings, there's no limit at all. You can just pick the training and then go. Yeah. But my only thing is, like, when it comes to the B, that's perfectly fine. But I just mean specifically, like, if you're running, like, an OG Vital Bracer, you still have the Vital Hero, I don't think you're going to have that option.
That's true, but this isn't a case of, like, the Vital Hero or Digivice V, for example, where you're, like, it's not like those two where it's like hey, this is a slightly upgraded version that if you buy it, you'll have an easier time. The BE is a format shift. They're trying to get you to stop using the classic and DV.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I just don't like I'm just sad that we're just, we are losing functionality entirely.
Oh yeah, 100%. The nice thing, though, is that through people actually understanding, the more understanding we have of the formatting of Digimon in the Legacy format versus the BE format as files, we'll be able to figure out how to store the data of special missions.
I hope so.
Yeah, and so we might be able to bring that back. Or worst case scenario, we'll end up with a system where there's something equivalent.
Some other shit.
They nerfed Lucemon? How?
Oh, did they? If I would have known that the last raid with Cherubimon was gonna be the last one, I would have went so much harder.
Yeah.
Now I'm sitting on all these fucking raid tickets for nothing.
Like, you can't even sell them, because, like, what would you buy with them?
Exactly.
Alright, I've got the app open and ready when you are.
Oh, I'm ready.
Alright, I mean, let's start off going at each other.
Cool. You gonna make a room?
Yeah, I'll make the room.
Perfect.
And there you go.
Right.
Ah, okay. So there was a stat boost to all of the Legacy Mons, and Perfect's got a smaller stat boost than Mega.
Weird. see. I was having weird connectivity issues earlier, so hopefully.
Hey, all right.
Now this is hilarious because our team composition, we both have 2 vaccines, 2 viruses, and our vaccines are literally the fucking same Digimon.
I was so close. The only reason I did not go with Ragnarlordmon was because I knew you had it.
Might as well.
And also, in hindsight, why did I not pick a Data if I knew your team?
Oh yeah, that's true. And this is all I have. Like, you could have totally screwed me over. Like, I haven't transferred over anyone else yet. Let's see who's going first.
It's me.
Damn it. Damn it. Okay. What are we gonna do here? Shit! Oh my god! Oh my god. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna cheat. Are my blasts backwards for you too?
Nah, they came through properly for me.
Oh, for me it's backward. It was backwards.
God damn! You had more you had more VP than I did.
Ho 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 ho.
Alright, Gammamon, don't fail me now. You have Gulu's powers.
Ooh. Ooh. Ho 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 ho. Okay.
Yeah, I'm losing this one, probably.
I can't wombo attack, but I will try my best.
That really is what it is, isn't it? Wombo.
In my head, that's all I've been saying, like, wombo attack.
Okay. But you know what's way easier to say than the Digivice double V? Or Digivice VV?
What?
Digivice Wombo.
Digivice wombo. The wombo vice.
Yeah. Hang in there, buddy. Oh damn!
Oh shit! That was like I got like an 18 combo. I'm kind of surprised. Okay. Oh fuck. Paused way too early. See it? Ooh. You know what else I noticed?
What?
Imperial Dramon's mood is still like not like he's all sad in my main screen, and I'm wondering why. Like I can't like do anything about that without like bringing him back into the app, and like I don't want to do all that.
Yeah. Wait, why was your Imperial Dramon sad?
I don't know. He just is. Like he's just like sad in my app. Like my Ragnarlordmon, happy. This one, sad. I don't know. He's depressed. I guess I don't know. Like I don't know. I don't know. I think you might have this one honestly.
I hope so.
Also, there's just something about green and white. It looks real nice.
It works. It honestly works.
Okay.
Damn.
No, you
No!
didn't magic missile. Oh my god!
Holy shit!
Oh my god!
You can hear the JoJo music in the background.
Wait, why do I hear pianos? Go. Ooh.
No!
Okay.
Now I'm the one hearing JoJo music. Oh man, I fucked up the defense.
I've been there. Ah. Okay, let's see. That definitely wasn't my strongest. Oh, damn.
Yeah, the powered attacks are overpowered. GG.
GG's.
I'm using a data next time.
I won't have any reprise because this is all I have other than fucking the test ones.
Come on, man, it's the BE. You get 4 slots. You gotta have one of each.
I plan on it. I just like, you know.
And honestly, it as much of a pain as it is to do so, it is worth it to move everything now, I'd say.
Yeah, I want to. It's just a matter of doing it.
Hold up. I think one of my Digimon is missing.
Uh-oh. You know, wait, like...
Where's my ancient Mermaimon?
Oh, no. So he's, like, missing.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I have a Thetismon here, but my ancient Mermaimon is not?
Hmm. That's strange.
Hold on. Codex.
What if he just, like, randomly is in, like, the Vital Hero section?
I have Ancient Mermaimon unlocked as a Digimon that I've raised in the Codex section. But she's just gone.
What?
Unless I just can't see. Because we all know I can't see. Yeah, no, she just isn't here anymore.
What the fuck?
Did I, like, accidentally delete her without realizing somehow? I don't know. This shit is weird.
That's very concerning.
Yeah. It probably was something I did, to be honest. Alright, so do you want to do a rematch where... Do you want us to try a rematch where it's just the same Digimon versus the same Digimon?
I mean, you could. I mean, you could switch your team up if you want to.
Nah, it wouldn't be fair for me to go with a data type when I know that you
Nah,
can't.
fuck it, make it interesting.
Make it interesting, you say?
Absolutely.
Okay, hold on then.
Holy shit, yeah, compared to Ragnar Lordmon stats, this one's fucking stacked. I just looked over at your team. That is quite interesting. That is something.
Yeah!
Thank God they at least made the room system.
Oh yeah, the room system is so much better.
Because holy shit. Could you imagine?
Mm-hmm.
If it was like before, where it's just like, here's a list of people you can fight.
Yeah, you'd never... Like, the thing I like about losing the list is that you're not going in looking for an easy fight now. You have to be ready.
Yeah. This is interesting.
Alright, you got first.
Oh, here we go. Let's see how this is gonna go. Oh, interesting. Ah, shit. I see you. Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Okay. I see what you've done. I see.
Uh-oh. Hang in there, Beelze.
Ooh,
Yes!
you live to see another day.
And another day is all I'll need.
Oh shit.
Wombo attack
Duh.
maximum power!
Why didn't I see this coming? Oh! Hang in there, buddy. Oh, Jesus Christ!
Holy shit, no!
Oh my god. Well. Well, he's dead. Okay. Ah.
Beelzebub, if you somehow manage to stand through this one too, you will be a permanent fixture of my team.
I will shit my pants. Okay.
Okay.
Pants
What?
unshitted.
Guts!
What?
Guts!
What is that? What is that?
He lived!
What kind of anime shit is this, bro? The fuck? Bro, explain to me what the fuck just happened.
Well, I think it's that I found my second partner, Digimon.
Oh my god, what the fuck was that, bro? I'm hearing, like, the fucking evolution music from Digimon
Just
Ghost
break
game.
the chain! I'm sorry, 2020's music fucking slapped.
Absolutely. In God's name, alright.
I'm taking a stupid risk and I hope it pays off.
Go off, Queen.
Haha, get womboed!
Shit!
Big Ethereumon is a tank! Let's go!
He absolutely is. I don't know why the fuck I'd be surprised. I am so scared. I don't.
This is so good! What the fuck?
Yeah, like what? This is actually like the best matchup ever. Like what? Like genuinely a good matchup.
I did not realize that my favorite Tamer's Digimon had this much power and was going to give it to me.
For real, like is this the power of Ultra Instinct? Oh my god.
It all comes down to this.
You're 100% gonna clutch this.
I hope.
Okay, come on. Give me something good.
I am crossing my everything.
No!
Let's go!
Oh my god!
Yes!
Yo!
Oh my god.
Write that down. That is a good matchup right there.
Somebody clip that, please.
Holy
I
shit.
need that guts moment saved.
Absolutely, that was some fucking shit right there. Can we get poggers in the chat?
Can we get some poggers in the chat? Because that was beautiful.
Damn, who would have fucking thunk? The dream team. Beelzemon Blast Mode and Megatherium, Ancient Megatheriumon.
I mean, Ancient Megatheriumon, I'll be honest, it basically was just there to absorb damage, but Beelzebub Blast Mode. 100%. You know what? You know what? Fuck it. Friendship ended with Ragnarlordmon. Beelzemon Blast Mode is my new primary virus type. Beelzemon Blast Mode will be my new primary virus type. I will use Primaludramon as my data until the 25th anniversary B arrives and I raise Bancho Gammamon instead. This is the way.
Absolutely. Anybody in the chat want to fight the reigning champ, Azu, over here?
Oh yeah, anyone want to give it a shot? I'll open up the here's what I'll do. I will switch to my 2 partner mons to make it nice and fair for you all.
I need to find a data. I don't have any. I had to transfer at least one data over into here. I can't remember who the hell I raised. That was a data.
I mean, if you have a Briarludramon, nah, that's your Ragnarlord now.
Yeah, I put him in a regular. I couldn't say goodbye to. I just couldn't say bye to.
Durandamon?
Yeah, I just like him too much.
Honestly, same. The only reason that that Durandamon doesn't have a more permanent place on my team is that it's a vaccine type, and in this case is also now a virus type.
I like way too many vaccines. It's really bad.
I know, right? Like, I remember when the BE was getting started, I was just like, these are all my favorite Digimon, and it was like, oops, all data.
Yeah, like when I was in I didn't realize until I was playing the Cyber Swift duology. I'm like, wow, why the fuck? Like, this team composition is awful. Like, it's all my favorites, but they're all vaccine types.
Mm-hmm. Like, you just are wandering around with like a bunch of mega level vaccine types, and you just stumble across a singular Dorumon, and you're just like, oh no. Oh, you can't see the chip code. Okay, hold on.
Oh, sweet Neptune.
Here you go. Alright, and then after this battle, we will have we've reached 2.5 hours, so I think we'll call it after this one.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Yeah, but also someone please clip that scene.
Oh my god, please. That was fucking insanity.
It was beautiful.
Like, damn, like, what the, like, guts, like, what is this? The fuck is happening?
After the fucking JoJo music joke, like, I was just like, you were hearing JoJo music, then I was hearing JoJo music, and then my JoJo music reprised? What was that shit?
I don't know, but that was like some fucking awesome ass shit, man.
That was so cool! Especially with the fucking cut-in.
That was like every possible type of hype.
Yeah! Holy shit. I'm especially happy with this because I wanted to have a main team like Witch-Only Digimon, but I didn't want to, like, not have a main team like Cyborg Digimon. And here I have the Cyborg Witch-Only Digimon.
Oh, yeah. Some things are just meant to be.
Oh. That's odd. Alright, I guess restart then?
What? Oh, that's weird. Oh, that happens. That happens sometimes. I think that happened to me.
Also, Guts is not an ability, apparently, because it still says Beelzemon Blast Mode has no ability.
So I guess it's just like a random comeback mechanic.
It was a random comeback mechanic that just happened to show up because my mom was just like, no, I refuse.
Literally. He literally just went, you know what? No. I think not.
It's just like it was just like, did you really think that killing me would be enough to kill me?
Think again. And then you clutch that entire battle out with like
Ancient Megatheriumon coming in clutch, just like protecting everything.
not even just that, but also just like with a bee's dick of health.
Yeah. You know what? Fuck it. I'll have Ancient Megatheriumon as my main fucking... I'll have it as my main fucking data. Let's go. Screw BE. I'll just go whole time using Legacy Mons and come in clutch every fucking time.
Why not?
If my Legacy Mons are gonna treat me with this level of respect, how can I abandon them? Alright. I'm keeping your room code. Draggy? Are you in the... Yep. Okay, there we go. Alright, it says it's waiting for you. Alright. Uh-oh, reconnecting. What does it mean, reconnecting?
What the hell's going on here?
Maybe that's why then? It's having the same thing that happened with you before?
Very strange.
Yeah. Maybe it has something to do with... Maybe it has something to do with how long distance things are. Like, maybe that's what causes it, now that it's connecting two people.
Possibly? Try to see if both you guys are connected to Wi-Fi. That might help.
I'm definitely connected to Wi-Fi. Alright, I'm trapped in a reconnecting loop, so I'm gonna close the app. Yeah, I remember that. It might be server traffic too, like depending on the time.
Oh, maybe. Because, like, what time is it right now in Japan?
I do not know. All I know is that as our sun sets, theirs rises. Kinda. I don't know if we're actually, like, opposite sides.
That's weird. Oh, yeah, I hit rank 2 recently.
Oh, nice!
I don't really know, like, how long it takes to get one rank, because there's no, like...
There's no bar.
No, like, it just says it, and then when I was done, it was just, like, real quick, I was like, 2! I was like, oh, alright.
Pomamon!
Is it working yet?
I mean, I'm back in the app.
Oh, okay.
I just uploaded Pomamon. Alright. Room match. Enter room ID. Alright, let's see if this works.
Sorry. Oh. Temperature
Alright.
just, like, dropped something. Oh, you guys are in?
Mm-hmm. Looks like it.
Alright. Your, screen's not showing that.
Oh. There we go. Here we go.
Ooh, it's a nice team that you got there. Half Draggy living up to his name with the Draggy Boys.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he's gone full draggy this time.
That's true.
Alright. My defense ended up going pretty well, so... Let's see how it goes down. I will not underestimate Volcanic Dramon after what I just witnessed.
No, I will never underestimate anything in this fucking game. Oh, you know what I never mentioned? When I went to Otacon this year, Steve Blum was there.
Oh, wow.
And I got to hear him do his Gammamon voice in person. It was really awesome.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
Because I, like, totally forgot that he did Gammamon's voice, because it's, like, such a far cry from literally everything else he's ever voiced.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, because I think someone asked him, like, which, like, one of your favorite voices you've done? And he was like, well, you know, people always think, like, you know, Spike or something like that. I was like, but actually, for me, it was Gammamon from Digimon. And I was like, whoa! And then he did it, and then where to cry.
Oh, thank God I got a good defense roll.
Holy shit!
Hang in there, Imperial. Come on, Guts! Dang it.
Nah, damn.
I was gonna wombo the other turn too, but I was like, nah, I'll hold it, and I should not have held it.
I wonder, what is the W supposed to be? Because I'm always gonna call it Wumbo. Wide, I guess? Wide attack? I genuinely like how they done this. Like, this is so
This
well
is
done.
so interesting.
Like, I remember when they first showed this off, I was like, oh, wow, they really, like, thought about how to make this as, like...
Holy shit.
Whoa.
On a Digimon that it's weak against, it took out half the HP.
Excellent. You know, before this battle's over, and before we call it a night here, I have one question.
Yeah?
The fuck ever happened to that one feature in the character watches specifically? Like, you know, that one feature was like spot feature or whatever, where like it was supposed to connect to like NFC somewhere specifically? Did they ever like do anything with that?
It's in the BE.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. I believe that spot just refers to NFC battles.
Oh, okay. Because I thought it was supposed to be something else. Because it was like a separate menu in the character watch. It was like called something.
That menu is definitely there in the BE. I've seen screenshots of it.
Interesting. It definitely. I'm loving the color of the band. It's like a bubblegum kind of.
I remember Trax was like hating on it, like it's pink. I hate it.
I mean, it is very pink. I mean, that's. It's gonna be quite the statement.
Damn it.
This. Everyone, give Gammamon your energy. Oh shit!
All we need is another guts. Fuck.
Oh.
Come on, buddy. Come on. You've got this. Wait. You've got this, buddy. You can do it. You have the power. Let's go!
Oh my god! Get out of here! This has got to be some kind of hidden fucking thing, bro. There's no way.
Damn it, I don't have another Digimon to switch it as a shield.
Oh! Where's his guts just comes in again.
Please. Come on. You can do it. I believe in you. Come on, Beelzebub. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Just one more turn. Just one more turn. Okay, yeah, that's fair. It would have been so unfair. Double guts. GG, Larry.
Double guts.
Beelzebub is my new favorite virus type, by far.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. Then again, if I'm not mistaken, like, wasn't Beelzemon Blast Mode one of the strongest viruses for a while?
It was. It was up there with Crimson Mode, I think. But yeah. With that said, I will need to let these two reload. But yeah.
Oh, yeah. When they hit 0 BP, like, what the fuck happens? Or sorry, 0...
As far as
Venom
I'm
value?
aware, absolutely nothing, but there's also a glitch in how much VP they actually have. Yeah. Also, V-Tamer is amazing. I love that manga so much.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
So wait, it doesn't matter if they're at 0?
As far as I'm aware, I don't know. I think it's more likely that we'll find out what it means when we actually have consistent displays. Well, if it's an ability, why doesn't it say it's an ability?
Seriously. It's gotta be. There's no fucking way. Like, it's like a hidden ability. Now we gotta do a fucking rat race and try to import as many as possible to figure out who else has, like, a hidden ability.
I just want to see some kind of ability happen with my Imperial Dramon Paladin mode.
Same.
That's, like, unique to my Imperial Dramon Paladin mode. Yeah, see, now that we're back on the front screen, look. Paladin mode's at 7,000.
Wait, what the fuck?
See?
They were at 0 and they jumped massively.
See? There's display errors and shit.
They definitely rushed this one out the door a little bit there. I mean, I get it. The BE is, like, coming out, like, now. You guys have the app to go with it. Then again, I don't know, like, wasn't there... Am I wrong? Wasn't there a bit of a wait for the app initially for the Vital Brace? I don't think it dropped immediately as soon as...
The app dropped before the brace.
Oh, did it? Okay, then I'm wrong.
Or at the very least, it did for us. I remember just, like, getting our hands on it while we had to wait, like, another, like, 3 months before the BE arrived for us. But that might have just been me, and I might have just gotten it from PBUS, and that's why. But, yeah, with that completed, thank you everyone for coming to this episode of MONSPIRACY.
Fucking insane episode of MONSPIRACY.
Greatest MONSPIRACY episode ever. I have my partner Digimon. Expect a customized version of Impmon to join. We're Mon Monarch at the bottom of the screen by next episode, because he has earned it. I mean, is anyone gonna fight me on that? Has he not earned his place?
He definitely proved himself, and then some.
Yeah. Never again will his slot be taken by another. And with that, I shall bid you all adieu.
Audio.
See ya!